All right. I'm just going to give everybody a minute at home. They may be dialing in. So optional shoes on, shoes off, whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay. We're going to start standing. So it's good that you guys are all standing. That makes it easy. I don't have to make you get up. We'll just, here we go. Here's Sherry. Dialing in. Yeah, I know. Right. You can come over. No, thank you. There we go. All right. Well, welcome to Sunday. It looks like we're going to get rain eventually. Well, we do get ourselves in good positions. Yeah, every once in a while, somebody will say, "Oh, we should do this outside." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think you're going to like having your butt up next to the highway." Just thinking. Or spread eagle when we're thinking, "Oh, we're in a birthing class." Not quite. A nearby park. Yeah. 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 Big skirts. All right, welcome to Sunday. All right, so we're going to start with our arms up. So you take one hand on the wrist, showing them at home, and just start to reach it over. So, and then switch the side. So just kind of go at your own pace, side to side. A lot of us doing yard work, so it's starting to take its toll and seal us nice and tight in the shoulders, hips, low back. So we're going to work on those shoulders a little bit today. And hold. So then I take my hand and I just guide that wrist over. Shoulder past the rib cage to the hips. Bring it up and come to the other side. And bring it back up and slide those elbows down. Open up to a square, squeezing the shoulder blades back, looking up from the chest. Bring those hands out straight to the side. So really reach the fingertips out right from the shoulders all the way past the elbows. So just hold here. If you're feeling like you're wearing your shoulders too high, settle them down. Think about your core being engaged. Think about your quadriceps also a little tight here, engaged. Then we're taking our palms up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. Keep going. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Couple more here. Exhale. One last one here. Exhale. Drop your hands to the side, tuck your chin, hold here. Give it a nice tuck into the chest. Maybe take both hands on top of the head and just use the weight of your hands to increase the stretch, nice and gentle. Open up, take your palms together, press into prayer here. So we're bringing our hands in. We're going to start to really articulate the shoulders in the socket. So lift all the way up, press to the back, feel your scapular muscles, and come down and to the front. So nice and slow, kind of like a box, four corners, press down and forward, rolling. Getting nice and deep in the joint. Now release your hands and reverse that roll. So back, forward, forward and down. One more here. Tuck that chin into the chest and take your ear to the shoulder. We're going to circle, but we're not doing an extreme circle to the back. So we keep the circle basically in the front of the body, tucking the chin or rolling it over, ear to one shoulder, back up and around. So pick a direction, clockwise or counterclockwise, doesn't really matter if we're in sync. Here's some nice little crunches, huh? I'm like, what is all that? And then reverse it, go the other way. Bring it down, up and around. As long as our heads stay on our bodies, we're fine. Sometimes I feel like mine's going to fall off. A couple more here. I'm really tucking in as extreme as it can be for you. And bring that head back to center and just look over the shoulder, keeping that chest on its frontal plane, and maybe take your hand and press the chin back just a little bit. Bring it forward, ear to shoulder, hand on top of the head, and I'm taking that space in the neck, press away. It's okay if you close your eyes, you can kind of feel it a little bit. Feel yourself sinking, maybe 1 centimeter at a time. Head back to center, look over that opposite shoulder. Press with that hand back. Come back to the center and hand on the head, tip ear to shoulder. One side might be a little tighter. For some reason, this side's really tight here. Open, press away. I know, it hasn't died yet. It's lost some air, not much though. And relax, shake it out. We're taking our hands, clasp or open fingers right on back of the head. So they really just rest there. We're not squeezing our neck. We're going to lift our chest, so lift tall. Feel your feet, feel the sides of your feet, feel your toes, feel your heels, feel your quadriceps engaged, feel the lengthening of the rib cage, and then tuck the elbows in, touch in front. Open up again. Bring it forward. Open up. Inhale and exhale, tuck forward. Inhale. Exhale. So you're filling your lungs too, a little bit more each time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And shake that out. Side to side. Let your arms dangle. Just get yourself side to sides. This is where we release everything. Maybe bend the knees. We're trying to get the head closer to the leg. Closer to the floor. And I'm shifting the hips side to side. And then take that side to side and roll up. We're going to take our hands on either elbow. And what we're going to do is dive down to the side. So coming all the way down, up and around, giant circles. Just keep going, reaching the head up and down and around. You're going to start to wake up your hamstrings also in the glutes. Oops, be careful. It happens. Sometimes we lose it a little bit, especially when we bring our head down to the ground. So just take it maybe less extreme. It's okay. Believe it or not, it all happens to us all. And now we're going to go the other way. So bring that circle down and around. I have my share of stumbles and imbalances. Gyros. Your gyros are getting rusty. I love it. Down, up, and around. And this is where I tell you, don't script this, just feel where your body needs to go. Just get in touch with it. Other than sitting down on the couch, not right now. Almost, we'll get there. They're not that comfortable. And bring those arms and shake it out. So starting with one foot, I won't say right or left because I'm facing you, but we're going to just start to roll, bringing the heel up and pressing the toes into the floor. Just kind of roll it up. Using the floor to get some mobility in the ankle joints. And bring it out to the side, center, and the other side. Trying to keep the knee forward, right? Don't strain so anything hurts. Side. This one going in is, yes, a lot harder. So just line your toes up with your knee, right? Don't do any twisting because you don't want to wreck the knee. I'm not doing that today, okay? And then step that right foot forward and just leaning forward and back. So getting the hips forward and back. We get a little bit further into the ankle joint here. Using our body on the floor. So good. Maybe step it out to the side and start to go side to side. And bring it back and switch to the other foot. Start to roll up. So I place my hands on that same quadricep and I'm just lifting the heel as high as I can. Now I'm getting warm. I was cold when I got here. Say, just a little bit of movement and get warm. Huh, imagine that. And then go to the side, right? I used to tell my kids that when I'm cold. Well, move, right? To side. I always tell people when you're really cold in the winter, do jumping jacks. 10 jumping jacks are amazing what they'll do for you. Oh, yeah. Step forward, start to lean forward and back. Yeah, no, not going to do it. And step it out to the side. I know. It looked like we were going to have a week of rain. Now that the weather, it just unsettled because now it's like, oh, maybe not so bad. Especially in the spring. Okay, bring them in. Roll those shoulders back. Maybe both heel lifts for the calves. Sometimes I bring my arms to the side. Hold it here. All right, one last thing. We're going to take either our hands here. So feet come parallel, right under the hips. Everything's lined up, either here or clasp, roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to bend our knees. So either way, and then go forward. So maybe if your hands are on the low back, your arms aren't going to lift that high. So then start to lift the hips up and get the crown of the head down. If you have the clasp, just bring the clasp overhead, tuck the chin in and hold here. And press those hips up. So I'm lowering and lifting my hips by bending my knees. And bring those hands down to the feet, slide them right up the shins, come to a nice flat back here. Hold here. Tuck your abs in. Bring your hands to the quadriceps, slight bend down, roll up. And then we're opening up a little wider. So this is more of like a plie position or a sumo squat. Start to move those hips side to side. I start to do a figure 8 here. I got some good mood music happening too. Can you sit to the right with a straight leg? So just so you see at home, I'm sitting here, right? Bringing the hips back up, sit to the left. Think of the inner thigh, nice stretch there. Bring it up again. Maybe you could lift the toes. Maybe you could tent the fingers and sit the hips a little lower. Bring the hips back up, sit to the left. Lift the toes, tent the fingers. And then bring it up, walk your feet in and roll up. A little bit for the hips, and we're not going to stand the whole class, but starting here to roll up. So lift tall for the crown of the head, core is engaged, and bring my knee up and down, up and down. Two more. And now we're going to bring it out to the side. Lift up, up. 3, 4. 7, 8. Bring that knee back in. We're going to go round circles around. Bring that knee as high as you can. Lift tall out of the top of the head. Lift yourself straight, straight, straight. And 2, I think, and 1. And switch to the other side. So get yourself settled first. Lift and lower. A little bit of balance. This will really strengthen the muscles around the knee. 2 more. Out to the side. Lift. 2, 3. 6, 7, 8. 8. In and around. In and around. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Walk. Good. Feeling more alive, yes, just a little bit. And we're going to come down to sitting on the mat. And I might give you a strap now, just in case you need those. Oh, you have one? Okay, sorry. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Do you have one? Yeah. All right, then. It's at home if you have a strap or belt. Otherwise, so coordinated. All right, so sitting in our nice staff pose or Dandasana, hands from the ankles past the knees to the hips. Press palms down, lift up. Really open space in the neck here. Relax, lift up, bend those knees to start. Reach overhead, start to take the chest forward, onto the legs, rounding down, hold here. Slide your hands up the shins, kick out those heels, and hold here. So for effort of cueing, I am going to give you my back for a bit. So the right leg is going to be straight, and I'm tucking my left leg in. And I'm starting to just move. You guys all see me? Just move that left leg in and down. Maybe you could just give it a little bit of gentle pressure here. Try to open up the hip on that left side. Maybe you could start to take your chest down towards that left knee. Don't let the hip on the right pop up. That usually is the gauge to tell you how far you should go. Bring it up. So I'm taking this right hand on that left knee, bringing my left arm over and side bend here. Take this elbow open up to the left side and then bring it back down on the ground. Chest comes forward, hold. Tuck that chin in, roll back up, left arm up and over. Open up the elbow, twist, and dive that chest down again. Tuck the chin in and rise up. Bring both soles of the feet together for your butterfly stretch. So I start to walk my cheeks in a little closer, lift and lower the knees. And then bring your left leg straight, right leg comes in, start to work that knee down. Press and hold. Maybe come a little further with that chest towards the knee. Bring that chest lifted so that left hand stays on that right knee. Right arm comes up and over, side stretch. Open the elbow, twist. And bring the chest back down again. Roll that chin in, left hand on right knee, right arm up, side stretch. You should feel that on the outside hip. Open that elbow, twist. And come down with the chest. Walk the chin in and up. So taking my left foot bent forward, my right back. So ankle to knee, knee to hip, 90-90 sitting. Get my ankle on the mat because it grinds into the floor. That does not feel so good. So this left leg is bent in front. And then just maybe frame that knee and just bring your chest down slightly. You're trying to press this right hip down while leaning forward. If you can go a little bit further forward, come down to the elbows, let the chest fall, whatever works. Press that chest up, bring the knees up here. I'm going to take my prayer hands together and I'm pressing my elbows here into my knees, opening up. Just kind of ride the elbows on the inner thighs. Nice stretch here. Try to keep that spine straight, head lifted, core engaged. And release. And now we have to get the right leg in front, 90-90. Left leg back. Hold here, frame. Maybe this is as far as you go. Maybe down to elbows. Push yourself back up and then turn. So our feet are flat. Bring our elbows down. One or two ways. You could bring the elbows down or you could lay all the way down. And we're taking these knees side to side, windshield wiper. And if you need to, just kind of hang out, let both knees come to one direction. Looking up at the ceiling, settle. Maybe bring it to the other side. Bring your knees in. I'm just taking my hands on the kneecaps. I'm doing a 1, 2, 3, roll up, or you can go to the side and push yourself up. I did bring the extra black mats for knees. We're going to do a little bit of cat-cow and show you a couple extra stretches today. A little bit new. So you will do what works for you. So starting here with the joints stacked. And the toes can be down or the tops of the feet could be totally flat here. And just start to cat-cow in. So tuck your chin around your back like an angry cat. And then look up to the sky, sway back. Poor cow gets the backache. And then bring it back up. Some of the videos about cats and the things they do are so hysterical, right? Oh my God. They're so funny. They'll get their back all hunched up and they're walking sideways and you're like, what are you doing? Like she was the mother?
And when some people try to grab it,
Maybe. You never know anymore. Come to a flat back, kick out your left leg with a flex foot, engage the quadricep, and then reach, hold here. Just hold, opposite arm, opposite leg. I'm just so glad we only have a right and a left because, man, we'd never get out of here. Switch to the other side. So I'm kicking out that right leg, lifting the left arm. And bring that arm down. All right, so I'm going to add some extras to what we normally do. So you stop along the stage anywhere you want to. All right, so first I start with my right arm lifted. So I'm opening up to the sky. I'm diving down. So the top of my hand is down and I'm going to a twist, getting that right shoulder down, right? So the palm is up on the right. Now I take my left hands, I walk it overhead, tenting the fingers. What I mean by tenting the fingers is I'm kind of lifting like a claw here. So the left arm is above the head, right arm is to the side. Now you're going to start laughing because now I'm going to take my left leg and I'm kicking it out here. So this is a little bit more. So like I said, just stop along the way. So now my left leg is in the direction of my right palm. I'm lifting my left hand off, opening up, wrapping behind, opening the chest. So we're doing a twist. We're on our head, yes. We're on a foot and we're on the top of our right hand. What the heck? What the heck? That's what we call this. Now, bring that left hand over, twist your body through, and walk up here. Oh my gosh. Taking the right hand over, gate pose here. I know I told you I was going to add a little extra. Oh, what the hey. Bring it on back down. All right. So now I'm just bringing one leg back and pressing back, trying to get the toes towards the shin. So I'm kicking that heel back and just switch this out. We'll just do the other side and we'll get off the knees. I know, try not to stay on the knees too long because they don't like it. All right, go back to your all fours position. This time, left arm opens up, opening the chest first. Feel yourself with that right arm peeling open. I'm always trying to stack my shoulders one over the other. Taking this left arm, diving it under the right. So palm is up, coming all the way to the shoulder. Hold here. Walk the right hand above the head. Tent out the fingers. Good. So you could stay right here. Or take this right leg to the side, straight out to the side. We have one more step. And then we're going to open up that right arm, wrap it on the back, twist open. Maybe you could even look over that shoulder. Perhaps. And bring this arm back overhead. Come out of this twist. Push yourself back up to gate. I just like to throw some, I call them challenges in. That was our challenge for today. Hopefully you'll forget all about it. All right, come back to sitting. Yeah, that's what I do. Get your strap onto the feet, just around the toes, and just press your chest forward, straight back. So just start to sink a little further forward. Come back to seated. Release one foot and use the straps to lift and lower. So I'm keeping that toe facing the ceiling. And bringing it up and then bending and straightening, kicking out the heel. Ah, that's so good for the hamstrings. Kick it out. So, you go with the direction. Maybe it's closer to the ground. Maybe it's higher up. The good thing about this is you can do what works for you. Open up to the side. Keeping those toes as much as I can turned up, opposite arm, reach, look to that hand. And then take this cross over. Okay. We're going to lay on our back. We're going to release the strap and wrap it right around that back leg, pulling this figure four closer to the chest. The straps just get you there. You could still use your hands. Just get you a little closer. Keep that knee open to the side. Nice deep glute stretch here. Release the strap, unfold, take the strap on that leg we just worked, and just guide it over to the side. You can place this opposite leg down. So half happy baby. The sole of the foot is up to the ceiling. And bring it back up and rock yourself back up. Switching legs here. Lifting and lowering. And start to bring that knee in, kick it out. Open up to the side and look away. Crisscross over. And roll back to your back. Release the strap, place it around the back of that leg. Bend the legs, figure 4 into the chest. Release, get the strap on the bottom of that leg that you just worked. Half happy baby over to the side. And release the strap. Now get both legs up, knees in, feet to the ceiling. Start to open up your knees. So I'm using my hands back on my knees to open up. Maybe stay right here. So this is the full happy baby. Or maybe you could grab the edges, maybe either the calves or the edges of the feet, and then open up a little wider here. Or straight legs, any version that works for you. Maybe you could just do a little side to side motion with that low back. Take the legs and the knees in, straight legs up. Flex and point the toes here. Knees bend in, feet come down, open knees, soles of the feet together. And then slide your hands like on the inner thighs to just add a little weight here. Bring the heels closer. Now with the same feet pressed together, I'm getting my strap ready because I'm bringing my knees up, wrapping the strap over my feet here, and then pulling in towards the chest. And open those knees up so they go up towards the sky. Legs go back up to the ceiling. Release the hands on the straps, and I'm just cradling the legs, bringing the knees closer to the chest. Maybe you bring your nose up to meet the knees. Slight bend to the knees. and then release and let the legs go up. Keeping your hands teed out to the side. Bend both knees and bring them over to the right, twist to the right. Try to keep your shoulders down with the hands teed out. You're still looking up at the ceiling. The legs come to the right. Let your arms come to the same side as the knees. So now we're side lying. Place that hand on the top leg, slide it past the knee, quadricep stretch here. Get that heel into the buttocks. Try to straighten out the knees so it's coming right out of the hip joint. Knees back together. Come back to your back. Hold here, tee out the arms to the side. Ankles together, knees together, and then bring them over to the opposite side. Keep the shoulders down if you can. Bring both hands to the same side as the knees. Hand slides down that top leg, quadricep stretch here. Bring that knee all the way back. Straight in line with the hip or slightly behind. Gets a deeper stretch in the quad. Knees back together, come to the back, slide those feet straight here. We're going to do a little bit of roll up. So we're reaching over the head. And then I start with my arms reaching up to the sky, tuck the chin, and then reach to the knees. So start here. Did we spill? Oh, sorry. I don't have a towel. Otherwise, I would help you. I don't have anything. Reach up again towards the knees. Can you lift yourself up? Now, what I do here is I touch the side of my thighs with my middle fingers, and I just help myself up to a seated position. And it's okay if you don't do it. You just stop anyway along the way. Now I'm going to lower myself back. Just slow, slow, slow. Here you can bend your knees if you need to. Roll back, roll back, roll back. Arms above the head. Keep the arms above the head. Take one hand on the wrist. We're going to crescent over. So say walk your feet over to the right and your arms over to the right. And you're in a half crescent here, C curve. Walk your legs back to center. Switch the hand that's on the wrist and walk them over to the left. Arms overhead to the left, feet to the left. Feel that nice side stretch. Come back to center. We're going to come to a seated position. So if you need to turn yourself onto your side and push yourself up to seated, that's fine. Otherwise, our legs are straight. I'm going to open them up like a straddle. Now I'm lifting my arms over the head. Now I'm lifting to the ceiling. And this is going to be a super challenge. I haven't done this one in a while. We're going to try to sit up. So I'm lifting my chin to the chest. Now the energy comes out of the fingers. I have to contract the abs and pull, 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 pull up and bring those arms down. So once you get the connection of that feeling, like you have to make your core solid, and then you're thinking of driving the energy out of the fingertips. You will get there. I have confidence you will. So hold here in a straddle position. That so went fast. How was that for your toe? Pretty good, not too bad? Maybe a couple things, right? But good. This was a toe-friendly workout. Bring the hands in front. So start here. So I always tell people, you just stop along the way. I'm going to show you step number 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, 6, but you just stop wherever you can. You do you today. Maybe you bend those elbows, you get a little closer, right? Feeling that nice stretch happening. We don't move into this. We just let it happen. The longer we spend in these positions, the more flexible we become. Sometimes I stack one hand on the top of the other, try to get the forehead down. So I'm trying to sink closer to the earth. I need my core here. I have to engage it. Keep sinking. And then when it gets intense, I walk it back. So I'll move, you'll see me moving in and out of it. It's like, okay, it's intense, back it off. All right, bring those legs in, beat them out. And we have stretched for Sunday. So like I said, we do this journey every week. It's a little different for those of you new to stretch. And I do throw in a little challenge, but don't have it discourage you because like I said, stop anywhere that works, try not to be on the knees too much, a little bit, but not too much because I know that's a source of discomfort, but working on the shoulders and the back is a good thing. So thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. It's not the same without you. Woohoo! Right. I looked up and I was like, oh my God.
Thanks, Judy.
Thanks, Sherry. You have a good day.
You too. Bye.